Morning students. Today we are going to see with Ampere's circuital law. So what is this Ampere's circuital law is? We are given with a statement first. The line integral of the magnetic field over the closed loop. So if you know with this equation clearly, we will be able to write with the statement. So what is this equation is? It is line integral. So this is the integral, okay, and this is line integral of the magnetic field. So magnetic field is what? That is B, okay, and it is given for a closed loop. So we are going to consider a closed loop. So we are writing as C, okay, and that is equal to mu naught times the net current. So it is mu naught into I. I is what? The net current, and which is enclosed by the loop. So we are writing it as mu naught into I. So this is a statement of Ampere's circuital law. The line integral of the magnetic field over a closed loop is mu naught times net current enclosed by the loop. So this is a line integral. This is magnetic field, that is mu naught times I. That what is I is the net current which is enclosed by the loop. Yes, so this is Ampere's circuital law statement. Then we are given that where I is what? I is the net current enclosed by the loop, okay, and this line integral, it does not depends on the shape or the position of the conductor. So where the conductor is or what is the shape of the conductor, that all it does not depend on. This line integral does not depend on this shape or the position. Yes, clear? Then so based on this is a main formula, and this we are going to apply in the next equation. So we are going to consider the magnetic field due to a current carrying wire of infinite length. So this is a current carrying wire, and this current carrying wire, it is having a infinite length, and this is carrying a current, okay, and we are going to use Ampere's law. Yes, so this current carrying wire, over this there is also circular field, and this is having a radius r, and it has a magnetic field. This magnetic field is around whenever there is a current carrying coil or current carrying wire, what happens is around this there will be a magnetic field. So here also around this there is a magnetic field which is written as dB, okay. Now we'll see the first what is the explanation for this, okay. So we'll be considering a long straight conductor. This is of current I. So that is the first paragraph. First one is consider a straight conductor of infinite length. So we are not going to consider particular length, that is of infinite length, and that carries a current I, and the direction of magnetic lines is shown. Since the wire is cylindrical in shape, okay, we are constructing an Amperean loop in the form of circular shape, and which is a resistance R. So that is what we saw in the diagram, is it not? So next is considering Ampere's law. So what is Ampere's law is integral of B dot dl, which is equal to mu naught into I enclosed. Here just we are writing as I. Here dl is a line element, and if dl is a line element, we have a dot product here. What is the angle given here is the angle between the magnetic field and the line element, it is considered to be 0. And so now how we write this B dot dl is B dot dl. Since now it is in the vector form, now we are going to remove this vector as well as this dot. So this becomes as B into dl into cos theta, because we are having with a dot product, is it not? So that can be written as cos theta. Here what happens to the value of theta? That is equal to 0. So what is cos 0? That is equal to 1. So we'll be getting just B into dl, okay. So B dot, instead of B dot dl, we'll be writing it as B dl, and this side we have with the term mu naught into I as it is, okay. So B dot dl, that becomes as B dl. So the equation becomes as B dl, which is equal to mu naught into I, okay. Now we know that I is a current, is it not? So I is a current enclosed. due to symmetry. Now we are taking this b outside because b is constant. So b, if you are taking outside, we get just integral of dl, which is equal to mu naught into I. Okay. Now we are going to apply the limits for this. So what is the limit we can apply is, because this is moving in the circular path, we are taking the circumference. So circumference is what? 2 pi r. So we are applying the limit 0 to 2 pi r. Okay. Now if you integrate this, it is of the form integral of dl, is it not? So here we have 0 to 2 pi into r. Now this integration and this gets cancelled, so we'll get just l, and the limit as it is. So the limit is 0 to 2 pi r. Now apply the limits. So what is the procedure to apply the limits is upper limit minus lower limit, is it not? So it is 2 pi r minus 0. Okay. Now this minus 0 we are just neglecting, and we are writing just b into 2 pi r, which is equal to mu naught into I. Now bring this 2 pi r down. So we get b is equal to mu naught into I divided by 2 pi r. This gives a magnetic field for a long straight conductor when you are considering with the Ampere's circuital law. Now next, in vector form this can be written as same thing, but when you are writing in vector, we are just including with the term which is n cap, where n cap is said to be the unit vector. Okay, n cap is said to be the unit vector. Okay, so this gives the equation for the magnetic field. Yes, clear? Thank you.